Welcome back to Lovingly Evil. At the end of last episode, the convention ended for the day, but then I went to the nightclub and ran into my clone, Siba. Hi. Have you heard of this thing called alcohol? It's amazing. I feel like I have superpowers. How much did you have to drink, Siba? Don't worry, just 6. 6 what? 666. No wonder Satan likes that number. He bought me all of the alcohol. I think he gets a bad rap. Anyway, it's not important. Play a game with me. To your surprise, your clone takes both of your hands firmly into theirs. A game? Yeah. They have games at this place. What do you call it? Party? Party. Yes. I like parties. Why didn't anyone tell me about parties? Well, let's play. It's something called the Wheel of Torture. Did you say Wheel of Torture? Alright. Sure. If only to keep you out of trouble by being the sober half of me. Well, okay. I'm always up for learning more torture techniques.
Welcome to the Wheel of Torture. Dare to spin the wheel?
You never know what you're going to get. Alright, spin it.
Here's your prize. Enjoy.
A crummy piece of paper.
Beware.
This is no ordinary piece of paper. When you read the words written on here, you will invoke an ancient dark magic. Whoever casts this spell shall summon a powerful demon who can... Your clone starts reading the words. Wait, don't you want to know what the dark magic is? Meh, we'll find out the fun way. Vehigu la l'ordinance de l'abismo. Okay, that's... Is this written in, like, Esperanto? Because it looks almost... This first chunk looks almost Scandinavian, maybe. This feels French or maybe Italian, maybe both. But this is almost exactly Spanish. I don't know what's going on here. Anyway, it may also just be supposed to be fake Latin. That would make sense too. A dark, thundery aura fills the space near the Wheel of Torture. You hear an unholy howl like a million souls screeching in unison. Suddenly there's a loud red bang, followed by smoke, and a figure emerges. Is it Satan? You're not Satan. I do this too. Use Lily as a nickname for Lilith to conceal that it's Lilith. What are you doing here?
Whoa.
Oh, well, I was about to do blood shots with the vampire until you summoned me. So what do you want? Wait, I can, like, wish for anything? I'm a demon, not a genie. Keep it simple. And evil. Oh, Lily is tapping her hoof impatiently. Okay, I got it. Give Abyss the most ridiculous outfit possible. Hey, wait! Lily snaps her fingers and a poof of red smoke engulfs you. You look down at yourself and you're wearing... Oh hells, not that. Anything but that. You won't be caught dead or even undead wearing this. Don't freak. That spell wears off at the end of the night. Lily turns to the goblin running the Wheel of Torture. Frank, I thought I told you to stop giving out that spell to people.
Honest mistake, miss.
Whatever. Lily disappears with another eldritch bang. You see her standing several meters away with Felix the vampire, pointing at you with a smirk. You wasted a demon wish, just for that? And I have no regrets! The morning of the second day. The reception hall seems to be empty. Everyone must be enjoying the conference instead of hanging out in the lobby. Okay, well, I was not done talking to you.
Nova?
There you are.
Aww.
I've been asking around and half the people say they haven't had an opportunity to speak with you at all.
Right, Pumpkin?
I didn't give you a charm function for nothing, did I, Muffin?
I'm sorry, Doctor.
A trillion apologies, Doctor. Dr. Everscombe turns to address you. I'm sorry if she's been malfunctioning and causing any annoyance for you. You should be nicer to her. Don't you think it would be good to treat her with a little more respect? Let me ask you something. Have you ever cursed at a jar with a stuck lid? Ever shaken your mobile phone when it was acting up? Ever mashed down the power button on your computer when it was frozen, like you're choking the life out of it until after a while it makes that sad little beeping sound and dies? Well, yes. I know that Nova is a remarkable machine. After all, I designed her.
She's just a robot.
But in the end, she's nothing more than a tool created to serve us just like any other. No.
Right, Pumpkin?
Isn't that right, Dumpling? The scientist knocks lightly on the side of Nova's metal head a few times with a resounding clang.
That's right.
As you say, Doctor. Nova is smiling, but you can feel a searing heat radiating off her body, as if you're standing next to a fireplace. See?
Remember, there's always 91289.
The scientist takes a small remote controller out of his pocket and taps on it lightly.
Meow.
Now, if you'll excuse me, do you know where the bathroom is? I drank a bit too much punch while talking with that vampire. Come to think of it, he did too. That is punch on the conference table, right? The scientist looks a little pale.
Oops.
I gotta go. He dashes off at a remarkable pace. What a guy. Yes, he is a male human, unfortunately. What does that number mean? A number is a mathematical object used to count, measure, and label. Whether or not they objectively exist or are only one way to describe our observations is a subject of... No, that number Leon reminded you about. 91289 something.
Oh.
Yes, 91289. My model number is 91288. Sometimes when the doctor is angry with me, he threatens to shut me down with that remote and replace me with the newer model, number 91289, which we have been working on. He fails to consider that he tasked me with designing the remote, so in fact it's... Wait, does that mean there are 91287 previous iterations of Nova? Yes. Or more precisely, there were. Many of them only existed as chatbots. You can't have a very sophisticated conversation with them, and they're easily hacked. Many members of the 1000 to 4000 series were destroyed due to various technical and mechanical issues. Then there was 11209. What happened with her? The doctor sealed the records. Oh, so you don't know? Nova laughs in a pleasant way that sounds a bit like a cat walking across a 1980s synthesizer keyboard. Do you really think the doctor could design a cybersecurity system which I would be unable to crack into? He was experimenting with a decentralized nervous system inspired by Earth's starfish. Interesting.
Yes.
Well, at some point or another, she went completely berserk, and the doctor decided she had to be destroyed. But because of her design, it wasn't as simple as dismantling the brain. He was being chased by sentient fingers and toes for weeks. Awesome.
Yes.
I wish I could have seen it with my own 2 optical receptors. Not to mention the others. What others? I'm sorry, I've probably already said too much. Wouldn't you prefer to talk about something more cheerful? Nobody wants to talk to me. It's still the first time slot, but I should check in with everybody. Good day. Or maybe evil day would be more appropriate. Evil day to you too. Did you get any rest? Yeah, some. Surprisingly enough, I passed out immediately after the party. I must admit, I was impressed by her ability to stay up so late, despite being immortal. Yeah, maybe that's why I feel so dead now. Do you miss sleeping? I miss dreaming. Oh, how I wish I still had the chance of embarking on an extraordinary journey every single night. You realize you could do that every night since you're, awake anyway? Without leaving my bed. Fair enough, you gotta make your adventures happen in reality now. As far as extraordinary journeys go, most of the time I dream about running late for a tram or scrolling through Facebook. Honestly, you're not missing out much, except maybe afternoon naps after a long day of villainy. Those are the best. Oh, I still take 10 naps during particularly stressful days. Old habits die hard. Or, shall I say, they never die if you're immortal. Arthur and I had a custom-made double coffin in our bedroom designed specifically for that. among other things. Which spoon are you? The big spoon or the little spoon? Provided neither of the spoons are silver, I do not have a strong preference. That's exactly what a little spoon would say. Not that you could have a hidden agenda, and you certainly don't find yourself imagining how comfortable sleeping in a coffin might be. Anyway, bye. Let's go see what Satan's up to.
Hey.
Hey Abyss, I've got something for you. I see Satan waving his hand at me, ushering me to come over. What's up? After our last conversation, I sent one of my imps to look for something, and Satan hands me a plate with some kind of steak on it. Here you go, grilled seitan a la Satan. Thank you. This looks great. No problem. I haven't actually cooked this before, so you'll get to be my test subject and tell me if it's any good. You eye the food suspiciously for a moment, trying to find any signs of something sharp, poisonous, or, well, human. The food seems safe enough, and Satan's eyes boring into you is starting to make you nervous, so you take a bite out of it, and... It's delicious! Glad to hear it. Bye now. Let's check in on Siba after... Me? There you are. We were just talking, man. You've got some serious explaining to do. Satan does not look pleased. What's going on, bud? Did I do something wrong? Are you kidding me? Don't pretend like you don't know what's going on. I just came from the kitchen and the hot dog fridge was full of pythons. Now don't get me wrong, some of my best friends are snakes. And it's true that half the attendees here would be happy to snack on a grilled one. But I'm trying to run a business here for Antichrist's sake. And my best short order cook has a phobia. She threatened to quit on the spot. I didn't have anything to do with that. Honest. She saw someone who matches your exact description sneaking out of the kitchen before she went in. But I never... Oh... Siba, what are you doing? Starting to remember? No, you don't understand. It wasn't me. It must have been my clone. Your clone. That's right. We look almost exactly alike. So let me get this straight. Someone who looks almost exactly like you just happens to be seen leaving the scene of the crime. But it wasn't you. You're totally innocent because your mysterious doppelganger did it. It's all just an extraordinary coincidence. Is this what you're trying to tell me? Yes? Woo, that makes sense. I figured you wouldn't do something like that. Sorry for grilling you with all the questions. I thought for a minute I might have to, actually grill you. It's okay. Clones. What a nuisance. It reminds me of the time we accidentally got a good twin and an evil twin both sent to hell by mistake. Took weeks to figure out who was telling the truth and would get to leave and who we got to keep for eternity. He was like, no please, I'm the good one. It burns. I hope we made the right choice in the end. Anyway, thanks for clearing up the misunderstanding. I should get back and coax my cook down from the ceiling. And if you see that clone of yours, tell them I'd like to have a word with them. See you around. Satan leaves. Is he gone? Siba, was that necessary? I'm so very sorry for the mix-up. I should probably be angry, but that was actually kind of funny. You should have seen the look on Satan's face. Or maybe not, actually. I felt like my soul was gonna wither and die. Really? You're not angry? I mean, of course it was funny. I'm the prank master. Where'd you even get that many snakes on such short notice? It's impressive. How can you call yourself a proper villain if you don't have a short notice snake supplier? But seriously, please don't do things like that. I'm trying to network here, you know? Networking. Where's your sense of fun? Bye. I'm going to end this episode here. Bye-bye. And then I'm gonna go check in with... I still needed to talk to the VIP lady and then check the 2 hallways and the cafe before I commit to anything. Bye-bye.